back at you again for Walker's Music. But yet, another word for today. We want to give God glory this morning. Give him the thanks for life, health, and strength for as well as it is. It could have been the other way, people, but God saw fit this morning that he would touch us all with the finger of love. And our eyes flew wide open once again, and our feet was able to touch the floor. We got up and started on another day's journey, one that we never will see again. We give him glory. We give him honor. I want to give a shout out to the YouTube fam from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT. Where is Mama JT? And y'all know the routine. Love you, and it ain't too much you can do about it. We want to say, like I said, we thank God for whether the old Mitty man had been feeling the greatest in the past few days. But nevertheless, we are yet on the journey. And for that, we give God the praise and we give him the honor. People, there's a lot of, it was a lot of sadness in the air last night. About 11:08 last night, here in my home state of Georgia, they executed the guy Troy Davis. I'm quite sure everybody know about that. And it is Mitty man prayer. There wasn't no wrongdoing involved. I had a very, very, very worn out spirit toward that incident because of my belief system. I had a problem dealing with it because of my belief system. And I was asked in some time before, way before this here happened, I had been asked what was my view on capital punishment because of the fact that the way I was and my views on Christianity. And I was asked about capital punishment in the eyes of the Old Testament law because of the fact it said an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And to my response then, and it's still the same now, is this. When Jesus came, he said, I come to not destroy the law, not to do away with the law, but to fulfill the law. Jesus came and said that he was going to fulfill it. In other words, he is the fulfillment of the whole law. Not me, not you. God is the only one that has right to total judgment. Not a man, not you, not me. So when I gave my answer then, my answer on capital punishment now is still the same. I look at what Jesus said. Jesus, while he was on the cross, looking at the one that had persecuted him and gambling for his raiment, and the one that had driven the spikes in his hands and wrists and feet, the one that had pierced him in his side, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. People, if Jesus could say to his Father, forgive them that did all of that to him, why could we forgive our brother, regardless of whether he was guilty or not? That's just mine. I mean, I'm not trying to put nothing with them, no big debate about it, no arguing, fussing. Everybody have their own, view on the thing. There's some rapists and murders and whatnot. People that commit such crimes, I feel they are sin sick. They have no God. They have not been introduced to the love of God. Most of the time, those individuals, they are poor in spirit. Ain't no most of the time in it. All of the time, they are poor in spirit. So people that can commit such things and do all of these horrendous crimes are people that are without God in their lives. That's what I feel. And With the absence of God's Spirit in our lives, people, we are subject to do anything. But Jesus said, forgive. That's the only thing I can say, people. Jesus said, forgive. So, if wrongdoing was involved in this, God knows. That's the only thing many man can be safe in saying. God knows. But I know one thing. Jesus said, forgive. If we don't forgive, we will not be forgiven. That's the word. And that's the only thing I can go by. Many man cannot go by anything else but other than that. Many man want to say to everybody that you're gonna have to try to get out of here today, and you're gonna have to try to. I got a church anniversary to attend tonight. I got to go and play the Lord with the Lord will. I got to go out and do what I can, and we're gonna do the best we can. And we praying God for the strength to go and do what He say do. And people, like I said last night, for the first time I think since I've been on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I ever been on Facebook and not seen one person online. Even though, I know I don't have everybody on my contact, but I'm saying the one that I have on my contact, and I got quite a few. But never have I seen not one individual that was visible online until last night. And so I took it to be that everybody was sort of like in mourning of the incident that happened on last night with the execution of Troy Davis. And the only thing I can say is we gonna pray for his family. We pray for Troy Davis' family, and we pray that God can get them over this and ease the pain. And we still say that we hope that justice will be served. God is not blind. God is not blind. So like I said, we just gonna say we pray for Troy Davis' family and the families, all the families that was involved in this incident, and that God will give them closure. That being said, this is Mitty Man saying peace. Goodbye.